Welcome to my channel. I'm Scott, and if you want to catch my newest video, I post one every day at 8 a.m. In this video, I am going to walk you through the process of valuing Cronos Group stock by analyzing their financial ratios and dissecting their financial statements so we can determine if it's a buy or a sell. Cronos Group engages in the production and distribution of cannabis. Its brands include Peace Naturals, Cove, Spinach, Lord Jones, and Peace Plus. Let's get started with the model. This is a mid-cap company, market cap $2.6 billion. They're trading at $7.22 a share, and they have 356 million shares outstanding. Let's look at the financials. The way you value a company is you estimate the future free cash flows and then you discount that number back to today's value. That's what we're doing in this video. And free cash flow is cash flow from operations minus capital expenditures. And you can see the company has negative free cash flow and it seems to be getting worse each year. Net income is a profit and loss on the income statement. It's revenue minus expenses. And you can see they have negative net income in 1 year, positive in 3 years. Revenue grows 1,200% from 2017 to 2020. This is the company's income statement. The top line is the revenue, the sales for the year. And in the trailing 12 months, their revenue was $37 million. Cost of revenue was almost double that, $68 million. These are the costs directly tied to generating that revenue. So their gross profit was negative $31 million. Let's look in 2019. They had positive $1.1 billion of net income on only $23 million of sales. That's due to this $1.3 billion of other income. The $1.3 billion is an unrealized gain. It's a non-cash item. This is all connected to a financial derivative liability with Altria. Altria is the parent company of Philip Morris, and Altria has a market cap of over $75 billion. Altria bought 149 million shares of this company. They own 45% of Cronos. Altria gave Cronos $1.8 billion, and you'll see that reflected on their balance sheet later on. Altria also received warrants on Cronos. Warrants are just long-dated options. The reason Cronos reported a $1.3 billion gain on their income statement, which means when the stock price of Cronos goes down, the value of the warrants goes up according to Cronos, but the value of the warrants decreases according to Altria. This is a non-cash item because the warrants haven't been exercised. It's similar to when you own a stock. If the stock goes up $100,000, you didn't make any money until you sold the stock. Same thing if the stock goes down $100,000. And this is the company's statement of cash flows, and you can see they have negative operating cash flow each year. And they have quite a bit of capital expenditures each year, $25 to $84 million a year. So they have negative free cash flow every year. Because the way you calculate operating cash flow, it starts with net income, and then you adjust for the non-cash items on the income statement. That's why you see a negative in operating cash flow in 2019, even though the company reported net income of $1.2 billion. But the company received a lot of cash from Altria when they bought shares. That's why they have $1.9 billion of financing cash flow. So you can see in 2017, the company issued $50 million of capital stock. Then in 2018, another $107 million. They also issued debt, $5 million, $11 million, $48 million. They did pay back all the debt, so it looks like they don't have much debt, but they're issuing a lot of stock, which is diluting the current shareholders. But when a company has negative operating cash flow, they need cash from somewhere. If they're not getting it from the sales of the company, they have to borrow it from either the bank or investors, and they got it from investors. The goal of this company or any company is to increase sales so it can use the revenue from that sales to pay its expenses and also pay its investors. Let's look at a capital structure. They only have $7 million of debt, $1.8 billion of equity. So they're mostly equity. They have very little debt. And their WACC, which is a blend of the cost of debt and cost of equity, is 15.79%. And that's a discount rate we're going to apply to the future cash flows. We estimated 4 years of future free cash flows. We also estimated terminal value, which is all cash flows past year 4. That's $2 billion. We discounted those numbers back to today using the weighted average cost of capital. We get a value of the company of $1.1 billion. We divide that by 356 million shares. And we get a calculated stock price of $3.20. They're trading at $7.22, so they're trading at a 126% premium. It's a sell according to the model. Simply Wall Street is a little lower than me. They're at $2.32 a share, so they're saying it's even more overvalued. The stock IPO'd in 2018 and the price was driven way up to over $20, but it's come back down to almost where it initially IPO'd. This company has never paid a dividend and doesn't plan on paying dividends in the future. If you invested $10,000 when this company IPO'd, you'd have $9,500 today. These are the brands the company has. Peace Naturals, it's a wellness brand, it sells dried cannabis, and the products are sold in Canada, Germany, and Australia. Its Cove brand is only in Canada. It sells dried cannabis, pre-rolls, and vaporizers. Its brand Spinach is only sold in Canada also. Lord Jones is a US company. It sells hemp and cosmetics. It's currently developing its Peace Plus brand, which is going to be in the United States. In 2019, the company sold $8.5 million in cannabis to the Canadian government. Let's look at the financial ratios. The average PE in the market is 14.8. The median is 14.8. PE is stock price over earnings per share. To calculate earnings per share, that's net income over shares outstanding. They're at 25.7, so they're worse than the median and average. The average price of sales is 5.6. The median is 2.2. Price of sales is stock price over sales per share. To calculate sales per share, that's revenue over shares outstanding. They're at 69.5, so they're much worse than the median and average. The average price to book is 4.7. The median is 2.3. Price to book is stock price over book value per share. To calculate book value per share, that's equity over shares outstanding. They're at 1.5, so they're doing much better than the median and average. Equity is assets minus liabilities on the balance sheet. The average interest coverage ratio is 12.3. The median is 3.8. Interest coverage ratio is EBIT over interest expense. They have hardly any interest payments, but their EBIT is negative, so they have a negative interest coverage ratio. Average ROE is 11%. Median is 12%. ROE is net income over equity. They're at 6%, so they're lower than the median and average. Average current ratio is 1.8. The median is 1.3. Current ratio is current assets over current liabilities. They're at 4.7, so they can easily cover their current liabilities. Current assets of $1.6 billion. $1.5 billion is cash. That's mainly from the Altria sale. They also have $16 million of receivables and $38 million of inventory. The best way to look at ratios to compare them to similar companies, I've done videos of 13 companies in the same industry as Cronos, and if Cronos has a number in green, they're better than the average. If they have a number in red, they're worse than the average. So in terms of PE, they're better than average because average is negative. Price to sales, they're doing much worse than the average. They're doing really well in price to book. They have a really high current ratio. ROE, they're positive, average is negative. They pretty much have no debt. They have a little, but it rounds to 0%. And their market cap is $2.6 billion, which is a little lower than the average of $3.4 billion. And nobody in this industry pays a dividend. So to summarize, I have them trading at a 126% premium because their operating cash flow is still negative. It is helpful they have a lot of cash from these investments in the company. The goal of a company is to generate lots of sales, to have profits, not just to get money from debt and equity financing. Their ratios look okay, but their financials look a bit weak. So let me know what you think. Give this video a like, subscribe, or comment below. Also, if you'd like to get a customized valuation or just support the channel, you can become a member by clicking on the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.